So we were discussing the structure of the Oxford IELTS speaking exam. The exam is consisted of 4 parts. In the first part, the examiner will ask you some familiar questions on familiar topics. So the topics are not difficult, they are easy, and you are already familiar with those topics. And the examiner in this part of the test wants to test your tenses. So it is possible that the examiner will ask you a question in the present simple tense. The examiner will also ask you a question in the past simple, and similarly the examiner may also ask you a question in the future simple tense. So in order to pass this part of the exam well, you need to practice the English tenses. You need to know how English tenses are formed and where and how these tenses are used. It's not difficult. Then if we look at the nature of the questions in speaking part 1, the examiner mostly asks you questions which are descriptive in nature. So they will ask you descriptive questions. And descriptive question means questions which require factual information. And you need to show adjectives while speaking. So for example, the examiner might ask you, tell me something about your hometown. You can simply answer this question by using some advanced adjectives. For instance, you can say, well, I am from Peshawar and there are historical buildings and there are famous food restaurants and also there are good looking, attractive parks where people can go and spend time together. And more importantly, there is also a world-class airport. So if you look at this answer, this question is descriptive in nature because you are going to provide factual information. And then you need to use adjectives like the way I used. Like there are historical buildings, there are famous food streets, there are beautiful parks, and there is also a modern airport. Now to do this, I'm going to give you a worksheet and we are going to do an activity that how you can use adjectives while speaking in speaking part 1 of the exam, right?